In these parts, it's all about the balance. If we can sniff it out, maybe we build something that sticks." Don Esteban hoisted his glass, eyeing Arminjo. "Then let the palaver commence, for peace and what's coming." Arminjo lifted his too. "To a fresh start." They clinked 'em together, and a spark of hope kind of seeped into the room, even with that old war shatter still hanging round like a bad dream. After weeks of traipsing through the bone-dry wilds of them Apache stomping grounds, them two German women come riding into the city atop a pair of Mexican army nags, the very same critters the Apaches had snatched as plunder after smashing Ramos's cavalry all to flinders at Rancho El Cuervo. That old Cigarrito had tagged along with 'em nigh onto the city limits, then melted away into the sand hills like a ghost in the gloaming. Elizabeth, with her blue eyes always scouting for something solid to latch onto, and Annalise, her 16-year-old gal youngin', they gawked at Santa Fe with a kind of aching wonderment. They'd never set foot there afore. Them squat adobe shanties, the scent of leather baked crisp by the sun, the cackling of merchants, the clattering of mules toting heavy loads. Every darn thing struck 'em as queer, nigh on unreal, like they'd tumbled headlong into a purty dream world. After all the ruckus and frights out in the desert, the city's solidness seemed too gall-darn fine to be gospel truth. In a bustle of a marketplace, mid stalls hawking greens, fruits and victuals, clay pots and bright-colored cloths, there was Sergeant Berrios, once a highfalutin squadron boss, now just a sorry shadow of his old self, shuffling his boots around, hunting for a cheap chicken. He hadn't a red cent to his name, but he figured maybe he'd bump into a chum or spin a yarn so slick some peddler'd hand over a bird on tick. Berrios had plumb fell from grace with Governor Arminjo, and folks only whispered his name as a caution about being a bungler. He was scraping by day to day, and his belly growled louder'n a green corporal's bugle call. In them dire straits, Berrios spied them two fair-haired riders wandering aimless through Santa Fe, like they was trying to puzzle out the way out of some old Minotaur's maze.